Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the final online match for the Summit. We're in Europe. It's the Grand Finals. One more team will be joining us here in Los Angeles for the LAN Finals from June 5th through 8th. Already Navi, DK, Vici Gaming, NA Rejects, and EG have secured their own berth. This will be the 6th and final team. Will it be Mousesports or will it be Fnatic? It's gone the distance. We're down to a Game 5. And guys, with that being said, the draft is underway, but very quickly, give me like a 1 or 2 liner prediction, keys to the game, who's going to take it. What is it? We'll start with you.
I think if the game ends before 40 minutes, I think Mouse have a good chance. They seemed really strong in the early game team fights if they can actually get them.
I agree. If Mouse gets what they want, they get the fights that they want, and they can force Fnatic to meet them in sort of engagements, I think Mouse will take it. I think if Fnatic can sort of get the situations they want, the sort of ratty, split pushy cheesy lineup, I think Mouse is going to have a hard time like bringing it to the end.
Okay, thanks Charlie. And Fog, thoughts?
Mouse is Radiant, so they're going to win.
Radiant has won 4 games in this series. It's also Radiant first pick. Yep. So with that being said, guys, thanks for the predictions. Game 5 is underway. Let's get into it. Who's it going to be from Europe as our final team? Well, let's see. Mousesports, this is the draft that works so well for them in game number 3. Yep. It's the first pick, Ancient Apparition. Wisp and Mirana got banned, so pretty kind of, I'd say, standard bans from Fnatic, what they've been doing. Most of the series, they did not go for like an early Batrider pick because they don't have first pick. Actually, Mouse banned it out. Ancient Apparition, then the Wraith King follow-up, and Fnatic going for the Prophet Enigma. It worked for them previously, but they were not giving away this kind of an aggressive draft last time they ran it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and this is Mousesports' bread and butter. This is really what they always want in their games. They love their Ancient Apparition. They have a really, really high win ratio with it, and Paz plays it very well. I mean, the hero he's not that complicated. Like, people really overcomplicate the hero, and they try to make way too much happen. Instead of just, you sit back, and you just chill and touch your teammates, and then you ult. Like, it's not that difficult, honestly.
We're now we do see some Necrobook Dota, man.
Oh, yeah, this is, like Charlie was saying, some cheese.
This smells like cheese.
Hey, so this is what you see all the time in StarCraft, is it's an important tournament deciding match, or even at the start of a series you just want to jump out to a lead, you just pick something that isn't your standard bread and butter. Fnatic they do pull stuff like this out of the hat, but it's not like every game they run this type of thing. And Mousesports, yeah, they have Ancient Apparition, but they are gonna, if they want to try and actually fight Fnatic in the mid game and they haven't won the lanes, they are gonna need a lot more creep clear, and it looks like they'll just go Disruptor, so
same exact picks.
They just want to win the lanes and snowball to victory.
But I think Fnatic's approach right now, I think they know obviously what Mouse is going to go for because they already played versus it. They saw the AA first pick and they're like, the Furion can actually work out really well because, if he can just get the levels and ETPs into those, he can really devastate a tri-lane. So, I mean, I like Fnatic's approach of it, and also the fact that they've got the Furion Enigma. They love these 2 heroes. I think Trixie's played, what, 3 Furions now? Is it 3 or was it 4?
He's been pretty... Trixie's had a really good day overall.
Yeah, and I mean, what other teams are really picking Furion? We don't see him too often anymore, so it's
once in a while, Vici Gaming will pick it up for RTK. There's a few Eastern teams that do it, but especially in the Western scene, like
it's really fallen
even
off.
Alliance is not. I can't remember the last time I saw Bulldog Prophet. They've once in a while, but Mousesports really going heavy on team fight and just gank potential. Great burst damage. But like you said, Fnatic know exactly what's coming. So if they lose this game, they're not getting caught by surprise. It's not like Mousesports has pulled a fast one on them with the draft.
Yeah, and this is Mousefata puck, so pretty scary. Pretty scary.
5 incoming. Do we see a bounty hunter? No,
Fnatic
banned it. Smart
banned it. That was definitely a smart ban.
The bounty hunter pick was what destroyed them last game.
Yeah.
Granted, it would be a Prophet versus Bounty, so a bit of a different matchup in the offlane, but still annoying for Prophet, especially if he gets pulled against the early poor man shield.
Yeah, that matchup can go both ways, but if the Furion knows how to play and he does have the sentries, it goes very, very heavily in his favor, but it doesn't even matter because it's banned out, so we'll see what Mousesports decides.
What do Mouse do? Do we see... what do you think they do as far as this fifth pickup? Something very gank-oriented? Do they get more team fight, like a Clockwork? Centaur, potentially? Centaur does decent against Prophet.
I don't know, actually, because the last time they did this, they actually didn't even have Fada playing their mid-hero. He was playing
the Wraith King. I think we'll see the... But yeah, now with the puck, I guess we don't see that.
Maybe, I mean, maybe...
MSS Wraith King?
I mean, I think it's... I guess it's possible.
Or just Pycat? Pycat Wraith King.
I think that'll probably be a Pycat Wraith King.
Yeah, that makes more sense. So I would put Fada onto the puck, and then they would still need the MSS hero. You mentioned his Clockwork is one of his stronger heroes. Matches up well against Prophet, potentially. My only concern with the clock this game is just the amount of stuff that can block hookshot. They have Eidolons, Necrobulk minions, Forge Spirits, Treants.
But at the same time, you know, Clockwork is very good versus Enigma. You
Yes.
can stop the black hole even through the BKB.
Yeah,
Which we actually don't
Cogs are
see.
very annoying in this game as well.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll end up seeing that one, but it definitely is a possibility. And they're taking quite a while on this last band. They really want to just... No, they really want to decide what Fnatic is going for.
As for Fnatic, they already have their supports.
Fnatic
They're running that,
turn
like,
to-
I would even call it a 6th position Shadow Demon for No-Tail.
Yep.
What are we going to see with this final pick? Looking at Era's hero, most likely?
The way that they've been doing it, they really just want to... They don't want to fight. They want to split. They want to cheese. They really just want to rat it up. And with the heroes that they already have, I wouldn't be shocked if we see just
Anti-Mage
being like...
ban.
Yeah, it's
I like this ban because you do not want to lose to a 5th pick AM. Like,
pretty miserable.
also matches up very well against Wraith
10
King.
seconds remaining.
I hope they don't pick Luna. That hero's been losing
5
every game.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, I mean, he really has been losing so much in all these
It
games.
has. It's kind of insane, actually.
Reserve time.
He went from having such a great win rate to just plummeting.
I think teams have just gotten better at punishing Luna in the laning stage when she's weakest. She's squishy. Teams are also contesting more. Luna's a lot stronger when you just run one hero off lane and don't pressure, and you just group up with the... You do the single pull, get the double wave with the catapult, maybe a Chen's there, take the tower, even go for 2. If teams just contest Luna in the lane, she's got a lot of damage, but she's also very squishy.
Yeah, if they just run at her, like, sometimes these Lunas like don't even expect it, and they go for a Pogna.
Oh my.
Mousesports
The cheese.
turn to
Netherward is really
cheese
scary
is
this
real.
game as well.
That's I really like that pick. I
think
really do
Pugna
like
is
that pick.
chronically undervalued, to be honest, but Netherward is going to be disgusting this game.
They lack a lot of disable, and I mean,
They're just gonna run at them. 5 man.
Mouse is gonna aggressive Charlie and run at that Pugna, and if the Pugna has a really crappy early game, he kind
That's
of
true.
tapers off.
Fnatic don't have that many laning options. And Mouse bring out the
Alright.
MSSX.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Get ready for some chops.
Come on in, Slam! It's the best. It's
Yeah.
actually my favorite
Okay, well, if
thing.
Mousesports win, we're definitely going to have to play Space Jam.
Yeah.
That's a given.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know what Fnatic's theme song would be. Something
Yeah.
with cheese.
Push
it to the limit.
Push it to the limit.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Paddle
Paddle
Guy
Guy.
suggests push it to the limit. I think we'll go with that.
Sounds good to me. But yeah.
So, yeah, very aggressive lanes for Mousesports. I imagine looking for the Axe versus Prophet 1v1 and then just try lane on the Pugna.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be it. I don't really see any other approach they can do it. And MSS is going to have a really free time versus Furion.
Yeah.
That's so annoying.
Could they send the shadow? Actually,
10
that's.
seconds.
Yeah, like
remaining.
kinda
everyone,
close.
like the Pugna has to be protected, right? Enigma can't really. He can. The
Well,
one
what-
thing Fly can do is just help out the tri lane earlier. We saw that in I think it was game number, it was 2,
Prepare
game
for
number 2,
battle.
or was it game number 4 or 2, where he played the Enigma. He came to the tri lane around level 3 or 4, and he was
Yeah.
like basically laning with them. Sure, he slowed down his own farm, but he just got them over the hump. And sure, they didn't feed, and then the solos caught them up after that.
That game was just a train wreck just because that level 1 engagement. It was just
That's
like
true.
everybody dying all over the place. And yeah, look at this axe.
Dude,
what
look
a
at that
beautiful
axe. That's actually so sick.
Yeah, it actually looks really cool. He's got the helm. He's got the
It's
Harbinger set.
okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Not
That
as good as our axe.
that axe is massive.
Not as good as our
I can't wait
axe,
to see the way that dunks. It's probably gonna be pretty awesome.
I'll give it like a 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10.
Or if-
Hater.
Okay, if they lose, it's because he's not using our set.
Oh,
Just
okay
saying.
then. Fair enough.
All right, let's introduce the
Sell
teams here,
out,
guys.
Boys.
Yeah, no shame. This is Game 5. It's Mousesports versus Fnatic. Mouse, formerly Dog, for those who don't recognize the name. They are back in the Dota 2 scene, and winner of this game comes to Los Angeles from June 5th or 8th. Fights with DK, Navi, EG, NA Rejects, and Vici Gaming on LAN for $114,000+ in prize money. Mouse, on the Radiant side, Radiant is undefeated in this series. They have won all 4 games. Pos will be your Ancient Apparition. Then in the tri-lane will be Pycat handling the Wraith King. Once again, Misery on the Disruptor. Going mid will be Fada on the Puck. So back at one of his, I think probably his one signature or more so than anything else, and that does leave MSS hoping for some slam dunks on this axe.
And pointing out just one quick thing too. They're dodging. It's a Pugna
Yeah.
in the off lane with the Shadow Demon. And Mao's actually warded their own big camp in order to, I don't know, I guess they thought maybe Enigma would be intruding or Furion was just going to be playing really aggressive there. And yeah, it's a really good play there by Fnatic. They send the Fury on top because they know the aggressive tri-lane's
There
up
is a
there.
Radiant Observer Ward. They've already seen No-Tail going bottom, so they have an idea of what's up, but let's see how they look to adapt. Before we talk more about the lanes, we'll run through Fnatic very quickly. No-Tail, playing that Shadow Demon, loves to go for these slightly unusual early item pickups, so Boots first, we saw the Bottle first earlier. Era, will be playing your Pugna, going for Reign of Bassi, farming the offlane Hani on the solo mid Invoker. In the defensive jungle position goes the Enigma for Fly, one of his real go-tos, and then in the safe lane, it'll be Trixie on the Nature's Prophet. So, you were saying, they're just looking to dodge here. And it seems like Mouse are going to transition into dual lanes.
That's actually going to benefit. I think this is going to benefit them a lot for Fnatic, because now their jungle's warded too, so MSS is going to be pressured completely, and if Axe doesn't have a great start, he falls off really quickly. Like, he needs that Blink Dagger really, really desperately.
They drafted this Axe just to have an easy lane against Prophet, and, well, the tri-lane shuts down the Pugna, but Fnatic have rejiggered the lane such that they don't get the easy win, or almost auto-win matchups.
Yep. It's definitely a very good decision there.
So what's the best move for Mouse? Do they have to stick with dual lane? Should they be tri-lane top? Like, what do you do?
I
think this is the right play?
I think the dual lanes are absolutely fine, yeah. I mean, this dual lane is actually very strong. The Pugna Shadow Demon, they have kill potential pretty early, just because, you know, they can just put him under. And if they get a good trap with the Shadow Demon, it's always going to be a kill like that. And Pugna does a ton of damage.
And if you ever get in trouble, you always have Decrepify and Disruption, two very strong defensive spells together. These two really shouldn't die, not without a rotation. So then the other key hero for Mouse, if they're not going to crush the side lanes, it becomes Fada mid. And Fada is 10-1. He's winning the lane versus Hani slightly. Started with the early No Talisman. Bottle should be coming out, and I feel like, bottom lane, we're going to have an engagement breaking out. There's a disruption, and just some harassment for both teams. Nobody really going in just yet. MSS starting to chop. He does have a Berserker's Call, but not quite enough damage. With that Soul Catcher, he feels awful squishy, actually.
Yeah, and
both here taking a lot of damage.
Using a lot of mana on Misery, he decided to use the Thunder Strike there as well. So he's sending No-Tail back to base, probably.
No-Tail has boots first. He doesn't have regen. He will have to go all the way back.
I mean, it's okay, though. They can't kill Era. As long as he just plays, you know, in the proper position, he won't die down here. And the Wraith King's getting a bit more farm than this, but I think I give the laning to Fnatic at this point. It all depends on
They're also running a jungle Enigma, so
yeah.
I'd give them the laning by a lot, actually.
It all just depends really on. I think Fada though I think he's gonna beat Hani pretty hard in this mid lane, but we'll see what ends up happening because the creep score is about even right now. Hani's winning actually.
With Fnatic's clever adjustments to the lanes, it puts to me more pressure on Fada. Like Fada is, instead of being one of their important heroes, he is the most important by far right now.
Yeah, for sure. And it's gonna be hard for him. I mean, Puck does great versus Invoker, but once Invoker gets those Forge Spirits out, he has a really free time last hitting.
Yeah, he can also deny you the runes. Puck, yeah, runes are not as important nowadays, but Puck still ultimately, you get a haste, you get an invis, that can set up a first blood and turn the tides.
And a nice move by Misery there before that engagement bottom happened. He went and he stacked the medium camp, and MSS just cleared it, so he got some much needed experience now.
Yeah, that is the ideal camp to go for. Top lane, looks like they're hanging close to Trixie, and they will go in with the Hellfire Blast from Pycat. If this Cold Feet procs, it would be a kill. Oh, he could have gone for it, but didn't want to risk it.
He backed out because of the TP, but that would have been a first blood.
I think it's worth it to get that, and even if you die.
Do you think he would have even died?
I think he might have even lived. Like, look at the heroes on Fnatic. Like, what would have killed him? His Shadow Demon can put him under.
Well, no, just the tower. He's pretty low armor, Wraith King.
Yeah, he was. He does have the Stout Shield. He does have the Tangles and a Calling Blade, and he could have just cut through the trees down to the bottom.
I think he would have lived.
I think he would have been okay.
Even if he dies, it's still worth it. So I'm very surprised they did not go for it. I guess their thinking is, we can do that again in like a minute, and it's a guaranteed kill, and we don't even risk anything. But here comes the rotation from No-Tail, looking for MSS. He immediately takes Thunderstrike, and well, just simple harassment for now.
I just love watching No-Tail just run around. It's really funny.
He's like such a hyperactive support player, you know. Like, I consider Misery fairly deliberate in his movements, but No-Tail's just like all over the place. There's a disruption bottom lane, and well, who's caught whom? MSS running back and forth near that Fnatic field. Looks like he won't find the opening, and he'll just retreat out.
Yeah, we tried to smoke top.
Yeah, he did. Fly popped the smoke in the jungle and tried to go up there, but
what would that even have accomplished? I don't think he can really kill either of those two heroes with a Fury.
If he has all the conversions, he can.
AA's pretty damn weak early. I mean, if you catch him in a bad spot, but
Pause
is smart.
He was like,
Pause wouldn't.
It's just hard to gank that Radiant lane. Oh, Sunstrike comes in, but MSS will dodge. He gets off a call, and Era looks like the turnaround might come from the spins. No, Era, defensive Decrep. He's not going to take any spin damage. Nicely played by Era. They get the first blood for Fnatic. Trixie joins the fight as well, and they actually end up losing 2. First blood +1.
I think did that Decrepify actually save him? Because the physical damage spin doesn't hit him, so that was really well played by him.
Yeah, Decrepify is really nice against spin.
Yeah, that was really well played by Era there. Yeah, and Fada rotated too. He ran all the way bottom, so he loses a little bit of time. And Hani is beating him in mid right now, but at this point, like it's expected. The Invoker is gonna get a bit more ahead just because of that Fort Spirit, like I was saying before.
So I guess with Puck having, it's either Puck or Wraith King. Somebody's got to get a Blink Dagger and start finding kills, because otherwise you look towards the mid game. Fnatic just get their Necro books. The Dire side, they can pick up a medallion on someone, go for Roche, Nether Blast, you get your mech. And Mouse don't have that. They have Ancient Apparition and Puck. They have decent spam, but honestly, they're not that great at clearing waves, and not when it's level 3 Necro books you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at this bottom lane too, it's just Disruptor now. Axe just went to the jungle. I mean, I can agree with him. There's not really a point for him to be down there. He's just getting pressured too much. He's not getting anything out of the lane.
Really clever laning from Fnatic. Still, Mouse, their mid-game team fight is very strong if they can just get 1 or 2 blinks, and their pick-off potential is huge, but it feels like Fnatic's biggest weakness was going to be their laning stage, and the fact that they've actually had a better laning stage is very, very impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're going to be able to pressure this bottom tower, I think, pretty soon, because Pugna's about to be level 6. I mean, he doesn't even anymore. He doesn't really need any levels at this point anymore after this. And if Furion ports down, it's a free tier 1 tower. Yeah,
you take that Radiant tier 1 safe lane, and suddenly the whole jungle's open. They've already got the aggressive wards to go with it. And looks like they might be setting up mid for a kill as Fly heads towards the bottom lane. This could work out well. Potentially they find the kill mid, right as the Enigma passes them by, but he's playing this one very safe as Hani, backing all the way up behind the tier 1.
Yeah, I mean, he knows though. Like they see nobody bottom. They're like, "Where's the Disruptor? Where's the Axe? Just just don't die, you guys, in your lanes. Just be careful." Like even Trixie's playing very, very careful up top.
And now, Fly making his move towards the bottom lane can just start cutting the creep wave and looking to split. And they're actually going to TP and react to this. They do have the Wraith King ultimate. Fada joins the fray as well. He coils no tail. It's only one caught by this coil now. Pycat finally arrives, and they just don't want to go in with the Nether Ward here. This is super annoying for. I'm actually really worried for Pycat this game, because they have like at least 2, if not 3, good Necrobook heroes. They also have the Nether Ward. Mana's going to be a real concern for him.
Yeah. How do you feel about one Wraith King?
I think it's pretty weak, actually, because he's the only carry that they have, but at the same time, I feel like Axe he's really under. I mean, he's not a carry, but the amount of damage that hero really dishes out is insane.
But he's so far behind now? Or
yeah,
not
he is.
Far behind. Well, kind of far behind, but he's not like. He's not snowballing like he won next to.
Yeah. One Wraith King to me is it's kind of the same as support. Like, if you have a good laning stage, it's fine. Then you can do a lot of work. But if you have a bad laning stage, what do you actually offer your team?
Oh, now Hani's might actually get killed here.
Nice call. There was a black hole available, but it's just so risky to go in. Actually, Hani's still alive. MSS not level 6. Hasn't learned to dunk just yet. Now the Sunstrike. Oh! Hani snipes him while retreating out. Beautifully played.
That was so well done there. I actually thought it was gonna get split, and then they like moved right off of him, and he's just like so unfortunate there for Fada.
Now on the bottom, Pycat on the run. Won't actually be picked off here, but it's pressure starting to mount around the map. And the thing is, as long as Fnatic forces Mouse to keep 1 or 2 heroes in every lane, you will Nether Blast towers, you will get Eidolon chip damage, and tower gold will come their way.
Pycat's stuck.
He's actually trapped behind his own tower. His Reincarnate's gonna pop. He wants to slow down somebody with this. He gets zapped as he reincarnates, and, well, it's not really going to matter. He comes back to life now. He gets off a stun and arrow. Fnatic overextending a bit behind the tower, perhaps. The life drain's coming, though, giving Pycat the suck. He's still alive. He actually gets the kill. He'll go down in the end. But, well, space created, I suppose, for the rest of the team. That's nice for Fnatic.
A little bit of an
for Mousesports, rather.
Yeah, overcommitted there for sure from Fnatic. I think they could have just secured the tower. They could have even popped the Wraith King ulti and then just backed up and got the tower. They didn't have to just go all the way in, but Trixie porting in, it really dedicated it. They had to just do something instead. So
Fnatic are just farming really well. This Enigma already has mech. So I guess what's Pugna gonna go for? I figured Pugna would. Pugna's normally a mech warrior. Yeah, BKB, Ags, something like that would be very strong. Fly's gonna jump in. He black holes 3. Man mode from Fly. Wow. The follow-ups here. The cojones on this one. He will get stunned, but they've already found 2 kills. Most players would have just tried to run there and died, and he just goes in.
You were saying, you just said mech, and I was like, oh my god, he blinked, and I'm like, wait, the glimpse actually set him up for such a perfect black hole right there.
Yeah, it's
beautiful.
I was like, he blinked in, but
I was like, he blinked. Wait, what? I'm an idiot.
He's like, oh, but that was really savvy reaction.
Is that a BTS moment?
Dude, that was just that was really well played by him.
Yeah,
honestly, that was really well played.
Yeah, like you get glimpse back in, but normally you're like, wait, oh shit, I got glimpse back in. What do I do? And then you take a second, hesitate. He instantly black hole. He's like, I know exactly what to do here.
Yeah, and they got the tower, and they got what? They got 2 kills out of that black hole as well, so that was just amazing. He lived as well, so just...
They have to do some work with this Blink Dagger on Wraith King. The ult is on cooldown. I think it's on at least 2 minutes. It's the 4-minute cooldown. In fact, still a minute and a half. 2 minutes and a half, rather.
Yeah,
but even without... I don't know if they want to fight without Wraith King ult, though. I feel it's very important to their team fight.
Yeah, and Fnatic is just really getting away with this. Their laning, just the way that they did this laning was just really smart by them. They just knew if we were going to put this Pugna in this short lane,
this is the biggest test. They've weathered the laning stage and come out on top there, but these first few tower dives, if Fnatic don't execute well, they could just get run over, get picked off one by one. They're all pretty squishy and easily run down, so...
Wasted smoke by Mouse there.
They do get off some wards.
They do.
But, yeah, they haven't found kills. And now the Blink Dagger likely to be revealed. Has Puck got his Blink yet? No, I don't
Not
think
quite
so.
yet, no.
Actually fought a bit far off from that one.
Yeah, nobody actually has. Only Puck has his Blink Dagger. Puck's... No, he's 700 gold away. Same with the Axe, so... They're probably just gonna go... They're like, you know what? Let's not force this. Like, we're gonna lose if we pick these engagements without our Axe having a Blink. And MSS is only level 7.
Here comes the push from Fnatic. They'll drop the Nether Ward and the siege begins. And for Mousesports, they're pretty caster heavy. A lot of mana-intensive heroes. This ward is going to be a problem for them, I feel. They bring down the tier 1 mid and it's straight to the Roche pit. Parade in the summons.
And they can't fight there. No way. Like, if Mouse runs into that Roche pit, that's a disaster for them. Because there's already the mech online for Fnatic. Plus, of course, they have so many minions. They have Idolines, Forge Spirits, Treants. Like, it's way too much to run into.
And there's no Wraith King ult, and there's no Puck Blink Dagger. Maybe if they had both of those, they could give it a shot. But this far behind, they're just going to have to let it go.
Yeah, No Tail goes his favorite item, it seems like. His medallion.
Medallion.
He does it every
that
time.
item's just ridiculous.
And we might actually see Radiant lose this game.
This would be the first. But it took Fnatic pulling something clever out of the hat.
Yeah, absolutely. This was just great plays by them. And
this item selection. Now Fly gets a cloak. Looks like he's going towards a pipe. Fnatic's
looking good.
I mean, it was obvious from the draft. It is a pure 5-mana towers lineup. Necro books, mech, pipe, summons, right click.
Does Trixie get Orb of Venom every game? On every hero?
I guess so.
Wait, really?
I think he gets it on every hero.
Well,
I swear, I always see him have it.
I mean, I guess that would make Ben happy. Merlini's all about the oof, as he calls it.
The value.
The oof on Furion? I don't think so. I think Ben would be pretty flamey.
I don't know, man. That guy defends oof on some questionable heroes.
Oh, God. And you know what? Good thing, though, for Mouse right now is Fada does pick up his Blink Dagger, so not the worst timing. It's 13 minutes in. It's actually pretty quick because they have no towers at all.
Triple Blink. Okay.
There we go.
Here we go. This Mouse have to find a fight soon, though.
It's their time to shine.
Yes,
it
absolutely really is.
But they're they're under leveled as hell. I mean, Wraith King's only level 8.
What does MSS have? Is that a naked blink?
Yeah, he's got naked blink trinkles.
He blinks in, he's gonna die.
I mean, the thing is, like, yeah, Axe is tanky, of course, because Berserk giving armor, but looking at Fnatic's lineup...
There's so much magic damage.
So much magic damage, and Forge Spirit just bringing down his armor is going to be really, really devastating, plus the medallion's going to hurt a lot.
Yeah, just imagine him getting Soul Catcher Sunstriked or Decrepify Nether Blast. That's half his health. Just from the Decrepify Nether Blast. And it's spammable,
man. And
too.
Fnatic spies out. They actually put that ward down just now, and they do see the blink on the puck now. So I think they're going to just back up and farm a little bit more. Unless they can get a good pick off.
Yeah, he got pinged out.
Yeah.
And he's actually hiding deep in the trees, but...
Beautiful ward. Beautiful time to put it there.
Yeah. Fnatic just seemed to be one step ahead of Mouse this game.
Yep.
14 minutes in, leading 6-2. They've got pretty much everything going their way. In comes the Wraith King, though. He will find Arrow before he can get off the stun. Now the Disruptor looks to go, but he doesn't drop the ultimate, and Arrow just turns around. He does have the Aegis still. They don't want to blow anything on him. Now No Tail getting caught out. Axe comes in. MSS finds 2. They find the openings. They get off the chop. And that's a dunk. Invoker did find a kill on Pycat. The Wraith King does fall. Did the Ankh actually go off there? Sunstrike on the backside of the fight. He snipes another. Brings down Pasani. What a player. Doing work.
Man, and it looked like that just looked like miscommunication or something. Pycat engaged on top while his team was fighting on the bottom area. So Pycat just got completely leveled on his own twice. His ulti was completely ineffective. It slowed everybody, but there was no one around him to help because they engaged on the others. It was beautiful synergy though from Paz and MSS there. They blew both of them up with the taunt into AA ult.
But who's taking objectives? Fnatic, sure they give up some kills, but they're taking towers on the back of this.
And now they've got Book 2 on the Invoker. They probably have like Pipe coming out soon for this Enigma too. Like they're farming so much all over the place.
It's already hit critical mass, I feel.
Yeah.
10k gold lead, 7.5k experience lead. Mouse almost just have to hope that Fnatic start getting caught out of position, as Fada does take some damage mid lane. He walks into the Sunfight. He gets blown up again. Hani's unveiled his orbital ion cannon and busted it out for the big match, and I don't think Mouse liked the taste of it too much. They will chop once. They break the Aegis there, but still the Pugna comes back to life, and
They're gonna
Fnatic
siege.
not going to top. And the thing is, this lineup destroys towers. Like, you don't even have to do it riskily. You just pop the Necro Books and the minions on the tower and another blast.
Podcat's flanking. Looks like he might be going for the courier right now.
Oh, they need something along those lines.
Oh, they spotted him.
He's been spotted out now, and Courier will retreat a bit, but it's all about the chip damage, or not even chip, just huge chunks of tower HP being ripped away.
There's gonna be I just don't really I don't know what Mouse can do if Fnatic just they can all buy book.
It all comes back to the lanes.
Yeah.
Like Fnatic just outlaned Mouse. Mouse didn't have an answer for the way they chose to go about it.
Yeah, and now
Like
no
with
hesitation.
with standard lanes, Mouse would have destroyed at least two. They probably break even mid in the Invoker versus Puck, and then they snowball to victory. Axe does fine and most likely beats the Prof bottom lane, and they win that tri lane. But instead, the dual lanes caught them off guard.
Desperate smoke right here.
They'll go in now. They get off the coil on Fada. Then, well, it's not really enough. Fly, no tail, caught in the static storm. Kinetic field. Can they actually bring them down? The chop is there. They deny the Enigma his black hole. Then they glimpse back. Era, but is there follow-up for this? There's been a double buyback as the Disruptor Axe both fell and look to turn the fight. That's about as good as you're going to get for Mouse. Because if Fnatic want to play this safe, they can just wait for the next stages and then do it.
Fada blinked in and lost half his HP from the
ward.
yeah.
Yeah, instantly.
The Nether ward is so good against Mousesports.
It really is, yeah. And I mean, they're not
It
even...
melts Disruptor, Ancient Apparition, and Puck. Those three heroes. And also...
Drains a little mana.
Yeah, in combination with the Necro Books, the Wraith King's got to be worried about having his ultimate.
Yeah, and Pugna actually decides, you know, I don't even feel the need to just rush the Necro Book. We don't need to all in. He's just going to go for an Axe, and he's going to kill people so fast with that. Like, Axe is just going to get absolutely decimated.
It's really nice when you get to play Pugna and you don't have to build mech. You can just tank right away.
Yep.
So much... there's so much more margin for error. I guess that's the beauty of getting away with the Enigma pick.
Yeah, Book 3 finished up on the Invoker. It's going to be flying on the Courier pretty soon. Book
How do
1
Mouse
finished up
deal
on
with these
Furion.
Necro Books? They just... I don't know what they do.
I don't know. That
Even just killing them. I'm not... Like, forgetting about what offensive power the Necro Books have on heroes. Like, just killing the Necro Books. They're very tanky.
Yeah.
And you throw the mech armor, the heal, potentially the pipe buff.
I don't see Mao's able to gear up at all at this point. Like, if we look at Pycat, he got that blink at, I don't know what, it was like 12 minutes, 11 minutes or so.
Yeah, they got triple
still has that.
blink around like 12, 13 minutes.
And that's all he has still. And he can't really farm. I mean, that hero doesn't really flash farm at all. And then on top of that, if you look at the gold lead right now, Fnatic has a whopping 15,000 gold lead, which happens, I mean, of course, because of all the towers. And they're leading in kills. And they got the Roshan.
And the thing is that Puck blinking in is so dangerous. Anyone who jumps in just gets slaughtered by minions.
Yep.
Well, they're up against it now. Mousesports. It looked easy for them after the first series against Fnatic in the winner bracket semifinals of the double elimination playoffs. They took it 2-0. They stomped, but Fnatic are showing why people... Well, hold that thought. Trixie, mid lane. They do go on him, but they can't kill him off. Now pops the ultimate. Fly's joining the fight as well. Great static storm there, preventing the black hole, preventing this full initiation, but Fly and Hani keep on marching forward. They're getting confident. There was a call from MSS, and just isn't going to do anything. They still find the kill. Having a bit of lag here, I think, but... Well, top lane, the push. It begins in earnest. Era, Nether blasting the tower. The tier 2 falls. This is the last outer tower. It's only 20 minutes. Then the Wraith King comes in. Pycat does have his ult online. Will defensively disrupt the Pugna, try and keep him alive for the time being. Era, now isolated, gets chopped. That's a nice kill to start it off for Mouse. They'll need a bit more. The Wraith King slow comes through, but behold the meatball! And Pycat, no match for Hani in that fight.
Where did he go? He just disappeared. That wasn't even with Soul Catcher.
With the Wraith King?
Yeah, he just got melted. That meteor. Yeah.
What level is this Invoker? That has to be a max exort.
It's about to be max. Yeah, it's 1 point for max. He actually went for a strange build. He's maxing his Invoke instead of just maxing the exort, which we see people do, and just leave a level 1 Invoke. I've seen Hani do this a lot, actually, which...
He seems to like having a wider pool of spells, but generally we see most players just prefer having slightly harder hitting ones. just sticking to a few.
And Fnatic just no hesitation. Even when the books are down, they're like, we're still pressuring.
There's no Wraith King ult. Like, to me, that's the biggest issue for Mouse, is they are so reliant on his ult. And it's the level 1 ult. He didn't go Midas this game, he went the Treads Blink, and as a result, it's got an insanely long cooldown. 4 minutes.
This game looks over, honestly. It's really unfortunate to
Very
say, but
hard. Fnatic have to make mistakes. And, well, maybe this is one. There's a Blink in to start things off. A great Static Storm once again. Misery finding some good ones, but they just haven't done enough damage here. The defensive disruption prevents Era from getting hit by Ice Blast. It keeps him alive.
Pipe in the mech is just...
They do no damage.
No one's taking any
Disgusting,
damage.
but they do glimpse back in Fly, and they catch him with the Hellfire Blast. Nicely played. Then the turnaround, the Tornado, the Meteor again from Hani. He's just overrunning Mousesports. He also goes for the Sunstrike. Doesn't quite get the kill there. The Blink Call comes through, the chop. MS says he can't dunk because he's been Malefist. Finally gets the kill, but it's just a few kills too many going there.
Hani is playing so good right now.
He is putting the team on his back. It's definitely his best game of the best of 5 so far. Pycat now down again, and he's dead for 30 seconds, and they just keep him marching forward. They're overrunning the base. They swarm in with the minions. The Eidolons are here. The Necrobook as well. Fnatic just blasting right through Mousesports' front door. Now down 20k gold. Massive Necro 3 army. Treants in the base. Like you said, it feels almost over. They'll even buy back a Wraith King, but it's already too late. He TP's in, and then he realizes they can't go.
He's so poor.
They have to go. They cannot just sit back on that buyback, and they'll try and fight this one out. No-Tail gets isolated. They'll sacrifice the Shadow Demon, but Fnatic, they did what they needed to.
Big Daddy, no. But yeah, either way, it doesn't.
It's okay. He's the 6th position Shadow Demon.
He
man.
is.
It's fine.
That has more net worth than the 1
That is.
position Wraith
It's
King.
true.
Yeah, this is looking really grim.
Yeah, it's not even. No-Tail's very far in this game. It's just they have 4 cores, man, and they're making it work.
Too many towers. Way too many towers. I don't know where Mouse just... I guess just the lanes just really caught them off guard. I really thought that, I mean, Mouse,
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like...
all you can really say about this game.
Yeah.
Is the lanes just caught them off guard.
Completely.
And I mean, I actually, like I was saying before, like Mouse have been really good with their laning and their drafting in this game. I guess they got completely, got caught completely off. My language is not working. They're completely caught off guard,
In
just
fairness
like last
to
game.
you, I let you sleep like 3 hours after
That's
last
okay.
night, so.
But I mean, yeah, like just like last game, like it just looks like Fnatic are just. They're playing really damn well. They really are. I mean,
It is a slight,
owning.
Mouse with this current roster, they maybe are still in that honeymoon period where they haven't been playing with this particular 5-man lineup for that long, and we have seen before teams that have an explosive start. Sometimes they're one-dimensional, they just get figured out, and then the question is, can you adapt? Fnatic, at least for this series, do seem to have Mouse's laning and just drafting. They finally figured it out in Game 5.
I don't even want to speak. My English is broken right now.
Okay.
Even in my mind, it's not working. I don't know, man.
You say a word and you're like, wait, is that a word?
Like,
it sound.
The hell?
You know when you repeat a word too much and all of a sudden it starts sounding weird?
Yep.
Yeah. That's
kinda
what
how I
happens
feel
with
right now.
every word when you cast long enough. Here we go, though. Fnatic taking
just
the
the
Roshan.
summons.
There's so much stuff in the pit right now. MSS will walk in. He'll blink forward. He goes directly into No-Tail. They want to kill off the Shadow Demon quickly. They'll Hellfire Blast him as well, but the pipe keeps him alive. He gets off the defensive disruption. Cold Feet, no, not going to proc, and then he might go down here, but it doesn't matter. The meatball from Hani turns it around. Wraith King has fallen. Ancient Apparition has fallen.
GG.
Trixie TP's in, and GG. Congratulations to Fnatic.
Curse of the sponsor.
They pull one out of the hat.
Mouse
Get sponsored, start
get sponsored,
losing
start
games.
losing, man. I mean, I think Mouse have been playing like super well, and now like this game it just didn't really look like them. It really didn't.
Fnatic inconsistent, but just still a world-class team when they're on their A
They
game. And
pulled it
played-
out when they count.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
they
Hani
really
played
do.
so damn good. Honestly, he just 7-0. He landed some beautiful Sunstrike. His spell usage, positioning was just spectacular. Great
well,
plays.
they're coming to Los Angeles, guys. They're going to be joining Navi, Vici Gaming, DK, EG, and of course the North America Rejects. Don't get sponsored, Fogged.
Yeah, right.
You might not make it.
Oh God, that's a good point, huh?
Don't take that CLG offer.
Dude,
So I'm looking at
leave me
obviously.
alone, man. Leave me
It's
alone, man.
public. What are you laughing for?
It was. It really was. It's
He
true.
did tweet
about it.
He did.
Well,
Yeah.
congratulations first and foremost to Fnatic. They will be the final team, the 6th team, coming here to the BTS studios for the Summit, our first ever LAN event. Prize pool about to hit 115,000. Well, LAN finals coming up soon, June 5th or 8th. But and of course to Dog, really good performance. They do fall a tiny bit short at the end. But looking now towards the LAN finals, guys, what do you think about the list of teams coming? who's strong right now.
Can you go over the list
Charlie,
one more
you're
time?
not allowed to answer this. And actually, you're not.
Can you go over the list one more time?
So it's DK,
Okay.
Vici Gaming,
Okay.
Navi,
Yeah.
EG, NA Rejects, and Fnatic.
You've assembled quite a lineup here for the summit.
Pretty scary.
It looks pretty good.
Are
Yeah.
you nervous?
No. Maybe for DK. That's about it.
DK,
Really?
every time you see
That's
DK
it?
play, their drafts are pretty nice.
Actually,
level,
DK and
so.
Vici. Vici's really damn good too. Actually, every team is really good. It's gonna be hard. That's gonna be a really interesting tournament. I can't wait to play in it.
Well, any thoughts on Fnatic? Closing thoughts?
I don't
Final
know.
words of
I
wisdom?
really like their picks. They knew exactly what they're going to be going up against the whole time. I mean, it pretty much, like you were saying, it smelled like cheese from that third pick. And
To be fair, Dog made it easy for them, right? Because they went the exact same draft they'd gone for in Game 3 when they won. And Fnatic just read them like an open book because they were an open book.
Yeah, and the biggest thing I think you were talking about during the game is it was the same aggressive tri lane, basically, and they knew it was going to happen. And they just dodged it really well, and it just wrecked everything that Mouse was relying on. In that game when they won with that lineup, they snowballed really well, and they just couldn't get that going this time.
Yeah.
Is that where if you're like Dog, you should be not. You can't just go with your standard straight. You should be the ones forcing them to react to an unusual draft from you.
Yeah.
Are they just too predictable?
Yeah, I think in a game 5 like that, like doing the same thing over and over again is gonna bite you in the ass. I think you should have a few lineups in mind.
Like what you guys did versus Liquid. You had the Drow strat. It was not expected, and it seemed
Everyone thought you guys lost.
questionable,
Yeah.
but ultimately you caught them off guard.
Yeah, I mean,
Sometimes you just got to bust out, not even the cheese, just something different.
Something, yeah, because if you
I
pick the
did
same
really
thing,
like the Pugna pick. I really
the
did.
Pugna pick
Yeah,
was
that-
sweet.
I think
He
that sealed
wrecked.
it.
The ward destroyed the supports, and he
And
was great
Puck.
against Axe in the laning stage because of Decrepify. You don't take damage from the spin. You can also just run away from Axe if you need to. That was a brilliant pick.
Fada's initiations were basically foiled every time he went in. He was at like a third HP before he even did anything because he blinks in, waning rifts, orbs, and he's just gone. Yeah, he's like,
Basically dead
where's
already.
your HP? He has to just leave at that point. Can't stay in the fight. Can't really do anything else. I don't know. It was a
Really
rough
well
one.
played.
That Pugna pick. Pugna seems sometimes you just pick it and you just win the game.
Yeah.
So good.
Sometimes you pick it and then you just
That's true.
lose.
That's
just
true.
lose
All
the
right,
game.
whatever, man.
Pugna's underrated. I still think he's not an every game hero because
Yeah,
he
I
has
think- yeah, he's quite
significant
good.
weaknesses. He's not hugely versatile, but
He eats those towers.
the drafts where he fits, he is just unstoppably good. So,
Yeah.
well, guys,
Agree.
any closing thoughts here before we wrap things up? We do have our TI4 qualifiers broadcast coming up soon. I imagine you guys want to get some sleep. Well, mainly you.
Maybe me. Yeah. I don't know.
And
not
what
too
is
much.
Hip as
Cast
well.
6 games last
I'm
night and then slept for
fresh.
2 hours.
Yeah, you're fresh. You didn't do shit. Thanks for casting, Charlie.
I got you.
Okay,
I'm not even
no more
getting paid
final
for
words, I
this.
guess. But guys, of course, be sure to follow the fine folks here. It's at FogDota. He'll be streaming more soon, supposedly.
Like I always say. Yeah.
He's, you said that for like
I
2
did.
years.
I bet
when
now
you
I did.
first
But now he
started.
means it.
Now I'm actually doing
Supposedly.
it. Now I mean it.
Congrats, dude. Took
I'm
you 2
serious.
years.
Charlie, where can people find you?
You're a bully.
I'm sorry.
You're not getting your pants back.
Can you give me my pants
Oh
back?
my
Getting your pants
God.
back.
You've had my pants for like a year.
Yeah, good.
You can find me on Twitter, Monolith Dota.
And last but not least, what is Hip TV?
Yep. That's
Guys, thanks for joining me. We're going to let y'all go. Rebroadcast will be starting soon. We will be coming back in, I believe it's like 6 or 7 hours, something along
Jesus.
those lines, at 9 p.m. Pacific. Final day of the Southeast Asia qualifier for the International 4 continues. But you've been watching the Summit Europe, the Grand Finals. It's finally over. Fnatic, the last team, and congratulations to them. We'll see you next time.